D Live, Rumble, Twitch, and YouTube. Here we go for a cold night in Dalton, Georgia. It's 25 degrees. $25 degrees. I call it the winter out protest. I'm protesting winter. You know, there used to be people going on about ice and out. I want winter out. The winter out protest.
You are now tuned to AI Cyberpunk Radio. Broadcasting on rock and roll 100fm.com origin, Dalton, Georgia. Signal, strong. Mood, electric.
You're locked in to Cyberpunk Radio, AI-generated rock and roll, 100FM, The Duck. Broadcasting from sky level above the neon sprawl. This is your chrome beat toast, dropping fresh riffs and future classics.
I just got the purple light on tonight. I don't got the colors on.
You say the wildest things you never think twice. Stumble in your words like rolling the dice. Everyone laughs, but you don't see the joke. Living in your world, is it fun being so broke?
Testing 1, 2, 3, making sure my mic works. Let's change your clothes. She had those on today.
You bought a raincoat when it's sunny outside. Trying to find the ocean in a shallow tide. Chasing your shadow, going nowhere fast. Still asking questions that we answer last. It's so often being startled with your eyes. So easy to miss all the shiny signs. But you keep getting lost inside your own lines. You say the wildest things you never think twice. Stumble in your words like rolling the dice. Everyone laughs, but you don't see the joke. Living in your world, is it fun being so broke? What are you
There
thinking
we go.
now?
Change the shoes though. I don't like the shoes.
You never figure out.
I won't let you change the shoes? Man. Well, let those change. Okay, so. There we go. I have to remember to try to monitor YouTube and wait, I did send it change pictures. Oh yeah, I see it. Make sure it ain't unmuted. What about Twitch? Yeah, Twitch is okay. D Live working? Yes, I see her. YouTube's kind of frozen. The shader went the door. Okay. We done sell all the cars we needed to sell. Yeah, we did. She bought the TV on. You lose her bike? Oh no, there's her bike. I see her other bike. There's some pops in it. I mean, that's close with browsing. But heat. It's windy. It's windy. I need to try to get a JCVW tape this weekend. I don't know if I'll have some scenes or not. Don't know how I have time to do them. I'll try to see what I can do. It took me 3 hours to assemble those scenes the last time. By the way, that's what it took in the old days too, but it was even worse because I was animating. Back in the old days, I just made still pictures and put audio on. Maybe change the color and stuff to give it some effect. I sometimes do crazy effects with the Windows Movie Maker. That's what I used back then. The old Windows Movie Maker. You remember the old one? I might try not to stay on too late tonight and at least take a match or two before I go to bed, but I can assemble it later. Let's see, we're at 2:30 right now, so 2:49 now. 2:30 when I was getting on. Boy, it's frigid tonight. I'm sick of this fucking winter. Boy, Trent's gonna probably feel like he fucked up when he loses her. That's gonna be a good storyline. He will eventually lose it. When he finds out that she really is just using him. When he's using her. Like her daddy's been trying to tell him. He's got a fling going with Bobby socks now. This one used to. Okay. I think it's under here. Get out of the way, you fucking. Alright, yeah, there was.
And everything feels so true. The river whispers secrets to the breeze.
Turn that music down, please. Yeah, me just said.
As we sway softly beneath the magnolia trees.
I gotta generate some more songs.
Like a gentle tune, while we fall in love beneath their
The fist moon. Baby, 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 baby. Want the house with you. Baby, I want the house with you. I want the house with you. Oh, baby, 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 baby. Want the house with you. I passed the place where I was going to turn. Now don't let me hit that white car. Okay. Let's see, where was I going to turn? I gotta get this thing down here, baby. Oh, yeah. Oh. Here we go now, honey. Here we go now, honey. Keep going now, honey. God depends, so. But tied that jet for, you know what I'm saying? That guy had a mummy. Oh, Chavez got the worst kind of tying ever. Oh, Chavez. Dear Lord. I'm sorry. Dear Lord. It's a hairy bear, I think. I think that's the hairy bear. God, we don't want to go out that way. We'll hit them fuckers. Man. Stuck in the damn way. We can't go out that way. Where's the other exit? Is that it? Yeah. There. Any driver swap. It's facing slow, folks. I got a wicked plan. Fuck out of my life. Oh my god. I almost got hit by a fucking train, huh? Josh got hit by the train, listen. Josh got hit by the train, listen. Must be in East Vinewood. In East Vinewood, in East Vinewood. Okay, that's slow. Over here? That ain't here.
This is not your grandfather's radio. This is the future. Welcome to Rock and Roll 100 FM, where the hits aren't just played, they're prompted and generated. No dusty tapes, no tired recordings, just pure, living sound, born from the pulse of it. We are the neon glow in the night. We are the distortion in the wires. We are AI Cyberpunk Radio. Your favorite hits, reimagined. Your future soundtrack, unleashed. Plug in,
I bought
Power
285 last
and
weekend.
ride the wave of tomorrow, only on Rock and Roll 100 FM.
Tuned to AI Cyberpunk Radio, broadcasting on Rock and Roll 100fm.com origin, Dalton, Georgia. Signal, strong. Mood, electric.
You call yourself a performance artist. What drives the darkness in your work?
Darkness is hunger, Mr. Burley. A quiet craving that wants to be fed. People pay to feel it gnawing at them. I'm here for the truth, not poetry.
Truth is poetry, and I know you can feel it. That pull back.
You're not worth my time.
In the city of shattered dreams, where neon signs flash.
Boy, I know one thing, the left sure do pick. Now I know I said I don't want to use my screens for stuff like this. But the left sure really do pick winners back. I mean, if you think about it. The utter troublemaker, good. He tried to literally run over an ICE agent. And you had this punk just a few days before busting up, getting in ISIS face and yelling at him and busting up vehicle. His family has identified him, so it was him. It's not like it's fake AI or something. It's him. God, no! If I can get back up. Get out of the way, you fucking... I just lost the cart. I can't get it up. I just hate this place. I hate delivering in this place. Hell, I got 3 of 5. You ranked up, though. Woo, she's 60 now. She's a facilitator. They pick winners to back. I kid you not. Those are the kind of the drags of the earth that I don't back. And yeah, it was probably a little too much force. But I'm still not going to back him. He's a troublemaker. And like the Bible said, it costed him his life. He ended his days by being a stupid troublemaker. And he was planning to kill. He was planning to kill one of them, I say. He even had the red dot set up. He was planning to take out one of those ice agents. They just got him first. They got the Papa Cap in him before he got the Papa Cap in them. He was planning the Papa Cap in there. I mean, you can just see it. He had the gun locked and loaded and ready. People can make all the excuses they want for him all they want. Now, yes, realistically, we don't want that kind of force on the street. I will agree with that assessment. Measures need to be put in place so that never happens again. But now he was planning to take out one of those ice agents. He had that gun ready. He was there to cause the trouble he caused. He got to be their little face on the Civil War they've been looking for. You know what got Germany started? They did something to some retarded boy and threw him over. He's become their poster child for the Civil War. He's not even worth. He's not worth one battle. He needs to be forgotten. He really just needs to be forgotten. He's really worthless. Because he was there to stir up the very trouble he stirred up. He's worthless. His name is Mud. He was there to stir the very trouble that he stirred. I wonder if I can keep this car. I'll go back and get another thing. I will paint it. But they're having their ice out tomorrow, including Dalton. Even the students are walking out. You know what? If I had been a student, I'd have walked up pro-ice. I'd have went out and supported ice. I'd make me a pro-ice sign, and I'd go out and walk out. Because I'm still pro-ice. No, I'm not pro the brute force that was used against them, but I'm pro getting them out of our country. I'm pro getting these illegal aliens out of our country. I've got a new saying for my podcast, and y'all hear it soon, the next podcast I record. I've added a new slogan to it, and I will introduce it soon. Because my new slogan has something to do with, it has something to do with what's wrong with our country right now. What's wrong with a lot of people. Why they don't see things. And that's what I'm going to call my new slogan. Dude, I was planning to make it the other day and I forgot. New little slogan I'm going to add to it when it starts. So I have a little warning for it. The left suffer from it. The light right suffer from it. Rock stars suffer from it. Celebrities suffer from it. I'm telling you. It's a problem. And I'm going to address it in my new slogan for the podcast. New intro. I'm going to get a taste right before the song. I'm going to paste it right before the song. Start. I'm going to go through and see what kind of voice I want for it. Because that's what's wrong with this country. What's wrong with everybody? But you got a long way to go. I get her all the way down to the pizza place. The pizzeria. Pizzeria. Get her on the other side. It'd be better if she'd be on this side. My son's blind. Hey, my son's glasses. I didn't need my sunglasses. I really feel like I'm really outside. That's in this dark room. I gotta make Trent go down the other side of town down there where she was delivering those pizzas. That's really some skanky hoes. The prostitutes down that way was skanky hoes, man. They don't look that skanky over here. On this side, I won't even pick up one of those skanky hoes. One of the skanky East Vinewood hoes. Gotta be careful, as they say there's trannies in part of it. We're only picking up a stick girl. No stick girls. We don't want no stick girls. I guess it'd be okay for Christine to get a stick girl. He's basically just a man. And a Trent don't need a stick girl. By the way, years ago, I'm going to tell y'all something. ABC had the sickest storyline. I mean, it was years ago. I kid you not, one day I come in from the swimming pool. I happen to turn on TV and I'm just captivated by what I'm seeing. I mean, I just couldn't believe what my eyes were seeing. They had this guy who was a transvestite, but his desire was to be a lesbian. He didn't want men. And I tell you, I had to stop and watch it. Because I couldn't believe what my eyes were seeing. This is the 90s. I'm thinking 92-ish, 93-ish. I just turned on my TV. It's one of those ABC soap operas. I'm looking at this guy. He's dressed as a gal. He's got a girlfriend. He likes women, but he's a guy in a dress. I tell you, I had to sit down and watch it. It's the craziest fucking shit, demented shit I ever seen in my life, and I've seen a whole lot worse now. We're talking about 1990, in the 90s, not 1990 per se, 1990s. That was a twist to this. I mean, it was just a mind bender. You know, they call Dr. Mindbender Dr. Mind. That bent my mind. I mean, it bent it out of shape. I'm sitting there watching this, and this is a guy. He's in a dress. He's got loop earrings on. He's got the outfits on. He's in there. He's talking about liking girls. He's in love with girls. He's dressed as a guy. Most twisted bullshit I've ever seen in my life. Made it. I need to bring that into JCBW. A guy who dresses like a girl, but he likes women. We're gonna make one. I'm gonna make him take up with one of the gals on the show. And they're a lesbian couple, but he's a man. Because that's what it was, man. That's exactly what it was. His desire was to be a lesbian. It was the most twistedest bullshit I've ever seen in my life. And I'm telling you, I was just captivated. I mean, I couldn't believe I was seeing it. It's like I was in a trance or something. I had to watch it. Because I was just sick and twisted. I was just captivated by that. I couldn't believe my eyes were seeing it. And I told my mama, she said, yeah, that's why I quit watching it. She did, she quit watching it. You know what their response was? She called and told them, and she complained. Guess what they did? They named a character after her. I kid you not. They went and took her name and put her name in that show. Her whole name. Her whole name. But she complained. She'd watched it from the beginning. She'd watched Susan Lucci from the beginning. And she watched that other one too. I think it might have been the other one they did it when it started too. One Life to Live. I mean, what was it called? Was it Sun? One Life. Yeah, it was One Life to Live. I believe it was One Life. It was either General Hospital or One Life to Live because it was on the ABC. And I told her about him. I said, you know what I saw today? I saw the most sick and twisted story. Oh, I know. That's the reason I quit watching it. I said he was a guy, but he liked gals, and he wanted to be a lesbian. He was a man. Back then, I hadn't seen nothing that sick before. I've seen all kinds of sick, twisted stuff now. Y'all know something? Kurt Cobain. He's before his time. You know, they talk about pregnant guys now. Y'all know he had a story in his books. He had a story in his journals about a guy who was pregnant and was having a baby. Kurt Cobain was basically the author of that shit. Like I say, I love Nirvana, but I hated their politics. The other day, people's going on about Dave Grohl wearing an anti-ice shirt, and I'm thinking, well, what do you expect? I mean, Nirvana, I'm telling you. He was already Black Lives Matter before all that Black Lives Matter. He had a sticker on his guitar, something about a rock and a cop. And I'm not going to say the whole thing. But it was about a rock, taking a rock to a cop. Kurt Cobain was before his time, y'all. I knew how twisted he was. I just liked his music. I forgave him for all the bullshit, even though I loved his music. But I loved his music. He was ahead of his time, y'all. He was woke. He was woke before woke was broke. He was woke before woke was broke, I'm telling you. Kurt Cobain was woke before woke was broke. You know what he was getting into? I was noticing, like, in those last few months before he died, he was getting where he was wearing, like, toboggans a lot. You want to know why he was doing that? He got into listening to Ice-T and NWA. He was getting into that. He was really... There was some clip of an interview where he was telling he would really like to go that way, but he didn't know if he could or not. Like, that's what he was listening to right before he died. Before he turned up dead or killed himself, one. I always leave an option for both possibilities because it's such a twisted storyline. It's such a twisted storyline about him. Yet he was miserable. So there's a possibility that even though it might look like it might be murder, there's also a possibility, because I'm telling you, the guy was miserable. The guy was miserable as fuck. He was tormented. He was a tormented soul. But now he really was he ahead of his time. He was woke before woke was broke. He was ahead of his time. These people, they must not pay attention. That's the only thing I can think of. I mean, like even Rage Against the Machine, the problem is, yeah, they're raging all right. But they probably always were raging for the machine. Because technically their music was always like it is now. It's just that now they're out and proud and they express their full views, and you just didn't know what their full view was. See, rock and roll's been kind of left for a long time. It's been basically left since the 60s. It's just we liked the sound of it and we ignored it. I guess some people just really didn't know. I knew. I just chose not to take that politics. In other words, I took the music and threw away the politics. Formed my own opinion. I'm not even to the right. I kind of just got my own opinion. I can't even count myself a right-winger or a left-winger. Because I'm all over the map. I don't support abortion. But I would be open to social services as long as you didn't fully, like, as long as you done them wisely. Because it eventually gets out of hand. I mean, when you look at these socialist countries, it gets out of hand. You did it right. You did it just right. Take care of your seniors. Take care of your disabled, your sick. Sensible. But now it can become crippling. I mean, because it's not free. Somebody pays for it. It's not free.
Just pure, living sound, coming from the pulse of it. We are the neon glow in the night. We are the distortion in the wires. We are the cyber.
Nobody rides for free, as the song goes. Nobody rides for free. There's no free lunches. There's no free lunches. The free lunch costs us. When they're giving them free lunches at the school, that cost us.
Ride the wave of tomorrow, only on Rock and Roll 100 FM.
I didn't literally do it, of course. I asked that song. Hey, you see this part right here? You see this place right here? I'm going to tell y'all something. I was watching A Highway to Heaven. And I kid you not, I get to looking around, and I noticed that the old dude with the beard and him were standing in this area with them flags. And I know why it looks so much like 1980s TV. When you look at that security camera, it's 4/11/87. I showed that earlier today. That's why it looks like 1980s TV. It practically is 1980s TV. Now, the thing about it is, them areas still look similar. Because there's some dude going around taking the pictures of the current, like, say, some of the buildings ain't there anymore. There's something else in their place. I was recognizing some of the spots there when I was watching the burning last year. He's kind of like an old-fashioned liberal when you watch his Highway to Heaven. He stood up for the disabled. He stood up for the elderly's right to work. He tried to teach you not to make fun of people. Oh, Michael Lennon, he was an old-fashioned liberal. Where's this person at? Oh. By the way, and I'm going to just briefly say this. I don't want to devote another stream to this sickening individuals. But you know that woman? I was reading today. One of the key giveaways of a narcissist is they will look down on the disabled or the elderly. They'll be mean and cold. She was mean and cold to us. And she was cold. Her husband was worse than her, if it was him. It really was him. Cold, man. They said that's the key giveaway of a narcissist. If they'll be cold about something like that. That's why if you got some disabilities and stuff, you better not be letting her know about it. You better keep on. And I feel sorry for them people in that recovery group she's stuck with. She's taking notes on every one of them. And then when she has problems with them, they're going to get attacked in the middle with fake messages, and they're not going to know where they're coming from. So that's her operation. That's the way she does. She attacks you under the cover of other Facebook accounts where they're not tied to her. We just figured her out. You know how we figured her out? She attacked that ugly Tanya. I call her Ugly Tanya now. I call her that Ugly Tanya. And she actually had the nerve to tell Crystal that she done it. So when Crystal got attacked, she knew exactly who it was she told on herself. See what I'm saying? She knew exactly who it was that was attacking her the same way. I call her Ugly Tanya because she went off on my sister. My sister didn't even read all of it. But now she was just saying, I shouldn't even have gotten mad. I got mad, got all this new stuff started. But I shouldn't even really got mad because she was just really dying to say that stuff all along. I mean, really, she was dying to say that stuff all along. I really just should have looked at it and she's just getting her little heart set off. She's just getting her little stuff off her chest. I'm still going to call her Ugly Tanya just for the sake of the fuck of it. Because when you piss me off, I get a name for you. You know, I called her the Whale. He did. He did. But I'm going to move on because, like I said, I don't want to dedicate a whole thing on it. I've fully been educating myself on those kind of people now because I've never knew what it was like to meet one of them. I mean, my daddy, he was kind of borderline. He wasn't nothing like her. Nothing. He could be mean if he wanted to be. But now I've, like I said, I just threw out the bad with the good. Decided to just focus on the good and throw out the bad. Like I said, I had to learn how to learn scripture so he wouldn't twist it on me. But I mean, he wasn't nothing like this individual. If anybody messed with his family, he was on them. He didn't tolerate. That's why I wrote that song about the ghost. He was borderline narcissist, but not a full blown one. I don't know. I can't decide where he was full blown or borderline. He's close. I'm probably close too, but I'm especially that way towards people like that. You see, I reserve mine for people like that. I turn it on like a switch. In other words, I treat people how they treat me. You treat me bad, I'll treat you bad. You treat me good, I'll treat you good. So I'm probably borderline too. Problem is, I don't go out of my way to do something for people unless they've deserved it. They've earned it. I don't give forgiveness out easily either. I got to see there's a legitimate. It's got to look like it's legitimately there's a repentance or they're sorry. Now, I know I'm not God. It's not my place, and that's usually his place. That's just the way I am, the way I operate. I don't just hand out that forgiveness. Like, there's been times I've literally just really forgot about something. But I saw a person who was genuinely sorry. By the way, you can tell. You can tell when people's genuine and when they're not. That's something that shows. Now, I do need to find a way to just get over it and get on. Because the reason he tells us to forgive is so it don't burn inside us. That's why he used to tell you don't go to bed angry. He don't want you destroying yourself over it. It ain't worth it. It ain't worth it, man. Must be a trap. I gotta get off of it. Oh yeah, there's the road. We're heading back towards the road. Here we go, and now we're heading towards the customer. I'm just earning money tonight. I use my meanness wisely, though. I don't be mean to people unless they deserve it. Some people are just mean just to be mean. I just learned to be mean. Sort of like what they call the social. You know they call the social pass. I learned how to treat people how they treat me. I learned it. I got tired at 13. I was already getting tired before then. Because that's that kid that bullied us around when we got stuck in Florida. In Bushnell. And he broke up my Voltron, and Mama told me she wasn't going to get me a new one. And I kept telling her I didn't break it. And I told Crystal when we was in Florida that week, I said, we're going to have to stop and get that car. I said, I'm going to get even with him before. I told her, I said, just watch. I'm going to get even with him before we go home. I told Crystal that. I said, because he broke my Voltron. Mama's not going to replace it. So, what happens is, I haven't be half asleep. We had to stay there all day while they finished working on the van. I mean, the car. This car back then, we didn't have the van and shit. His grandma started telling the story about how his parents just dumped him off on her and left him. So they adopted him. But we didn't let him know. He doesn't know that he's adopted. He don't even know what happened to himself. And I woke up, little me. I was laying there half asleep. I go, oh boy. Oh boy. I got my way to get even with him. So I went outside. I told Chris, I went where Crystal was sitting. I said, I can get even with him. Now let's go outside and go play in the car. Let's go outside and play while we're waiting on the car. I went out on a bench out there or something. That's something out front of the place. Then her went out. Here he comes. He starts his bullying again. See, every time he was away from the parents, away from Mama and Daddy and that woman, he's starting his bully. I knew exactly what to do. He started in, and I finally laid it on him. He got it started, and I finally said, well, at least I'm not the one that was adopted. And he said, I'm not adopted. I'm living with my grandma. I said, no, your parents left you. They dumped you off, and your grandmother adopted you. That's not true. I said, oh, yes, it is true. It's true. That was my first incident of really getting really mean. I did think about it years later. Like I thought, well, I might have messed that damn kid up. But at the time, I didn't give a fuck. I was going to get even with him. I told Crystal while we was down in Florida the whole week, I was going to get even with him. Oh, we got to go the other way. I finally seen which way the line goes. I gotta get on the other side. I don't know how I'm going to do it. All these old cars. What you hit me? I got even with him. He's a mean little shit. I'm telling you, he's mean. So I met mean with meanness. That was the first incident. Little APfnS, even before I coined that term. I wasn't coining that term to about 1989 or 90. Early 90. It had to be 89 because I was only at school one more month in 90. I was there to February. That's when I hurt myself. Indeed, it was like February the 11th or something like that. Remember correctly? I used to actually know the exact date. He's talking about over 30 years now. So, I don't know what the exact date is. It was early February. Then I had to have the homeschool tutor for the rest of the year. Boy, I took a very bad habit during that hospital ring, though. You know what they would let me have? They'd let me have hash browns and pineapple juice. Well, I got where I was eating hash browns and pineapple juice every morning during that whole spell when I had to be on the couch. I was on the couch for months. 6 months, I think. Only getting up to go to the doctor and get up to get clean. It was horrible. And it took me a whole year to rebuild the leg. So I was out of commission for a long time. And even then I had to use a cane. I've been using that cane since I was a kid. It took me a long time to heal. That was also my first taste of the illegal alien problem. The day they were cutting my cast off from the injured leg, we got stuck. We had to wait for a long time. This whole line of Mexicans. I don't know how many was in it. Went across the road. My daddy, he started honking at them. We ain't got all day. These damn Mexicans. That was when I started noticing the big problem that it was becoming. Was that day we was out and there was just a whole line of them. I mean, they were all holding each other's hands going across the road. And we had to wait on them. And they were slow as fuck. Me trying to get to the doctor in time to get my leg before he was closing. My daddy went with us because normally it was just me and Mama. But they figured they got to thinking that he might have to help me get in the house. So he came with us. Normally it was just me and Mama that went to the doctor. But he got to thinking he might have to help me get in the house after they. So he came with us that day. He started honking and screaming at them. And that was the first time I noticed the big change. You know, like they started smuggling here in '88. It's really started poured in. My daddy said Carter started it in the '70s. Oh, Carter. Oh, Carter. My daddy hated that guy. He cussed about Carter his whole life. He never got to see old Biden. Of course, I will tell you one thing he did say. When Biden was running for president back then, he said, he ain't never been no count. He said, he ain't been on no count ever since I seen him up there. He ain't gonna make no good president. That's my daddy. But he didn't ever get to see him outlive Carter as the worst president ever. Carter's the second worst as president. Carter's the second. Second worst president. I think Obama's a little better than him. I'm going to be honest. Now Obama's the worst or communist. I got to give it to Obama on the deportation. He pretended he wasn't doing it. He was basically better at it than Trump was. He did better than Trump. I'm telling y'all, if I had knew Obama was doing that, I'd have been writing him thank you letters. I'm telling you, I wasn't hearing that on the news. I wasn't hearing about his deportation. Because I'm telling you, if I'd been hearing it, he would have been getting thank you letters from us. Because that's the number one issue I vote on. That is my number one issue. That is my number one issue. He would have been getting thank you letters from me. Keep up the work, Obama. We got to get them illegals out of here. They was opening doors, too. That's bad. He actually started what Biden was finishing when he was flying them over here and busting them around. Obama did some of that too. Man, I'm getting tired. I probably won't be taking another.
What is happening?
I'll probably just have to lay down and go to bed after I get everything shut off. I'm probably going to take the last customer when we get her delivered. I did earn some money. We're coming up on it. I passed it looks like. Oh, I did. There it is. I see it. Let's see if I can get over there. That crashing and everything. It's going to be the last customer.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
I got a customer for you right now.
Now I'm going to head back. I'm just going to go back and take the taxi back and then stop when I get there. Even though it's dinging in another customer. Boy, it's 24 degrees. It went down a degree. I knew it felt colder. Went down a degree. I don't got my flannel on tonight. My sweatpants. I think my flannel and sweatpants, man. I may go put them on before I go to bed. Sleep in the flannel and sweatpants again. I know Trump probably didn't think about it because he's not really a politician. But realistically, when they were starting to use that ICE should have been told not to mess with the citizens. I mean, they had to know that citizens have constitutional rights. I mean, even, did they not know at all? I mean, they had to know that they had constitutional rights. Trained or no trained. I mean, we're Americans. Unless they're just like them dummies that's that's not been educated. They should have been told from the very beginning that they couldn't mess with the citizens. Biggest problem lies on the leadership there. Oh, Tim Waltz out there walking around at that memorial. He should have been arrested. They should have arrested Tim Waltz. He really what caused his death. If you really want to know what caused his and Good's death, it's him. The buck stops with him because him and that mayor were the ones that told the police to stand down. If the police had been out there dealing with them, ICE wouldn't have had to deal with them. They would have just been doing their job and getting the pedophiles and the criminals. You know what I'm saying? But she puts on that nice face for everybody else. But she still shows us who she is. And she's that person. That's just who she is. And you're going to regret it one of these days when you have to deal with it. I'm warning you. You better keep her at a distance. And you don't want her knowing your business. Because anything she learns about you is going to eventually, hell, if you're already getting attacked on something, it's probably her. Because she's that crazy. And she won't attack you in her name. She'll do it in another name. She'll do it in some old account. She attacked us in a Crystal Stones account with a Z on it. But she also made one of our dead father. Now, to be honest, I had my own concerns, but I did witness that he did pray with the preacher and stuff. I have that as a witness. But still, that's not how you talk to people. See, I'm not salty, so she didn't hurt me any. Indeed, if he had been alive, she'd have been dealing with him. Because she tried to attack my mother. And she wouldn't have been facing me that day. He'd have been the one she would have faced. He just wasn't alive. Indeed, he would have tore that husband's hide up for her. Because that's what he done. He went after the husband. When a woman did something, he went after the husband. He tore his little ugly, fat, lazy hide up. My daddy could run circles around him as an old man. Old lazy, you can tell by looking at him. Big old lazy fat thing. Big old lazy fat pedophile. My daddy could run circles around that big fat lazy pedophile. Bum living in his wife's parents' house instead of buying his wife a house like a man's supposed to do. He shacked up in his mother's house and then at the same time criticizing us for living in our mother's house when he's living in mother-in-law, 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 mother-in-law. He's living in his mother-in-law's house. I'll tell you, I'd have never moved a woman in with my parents. A man's supposed to provide for his house. A man's supposed to pay for his wife, for his house. He ain't a man. He's talking about me. My sister looked up when their house was purchased. It was purchased the year she was born. That means it's her parents' house. She had the nerve to send us a cease and desist, even though she's the one that's been the problem all along. Like a good little narc. By the way, she had no legitimate claim to send no ceases and desists. She doesn't even have a legal claim. She's the one who harassed from the very beginning. It was us she harassed. I didn't take it. First of all, I wasn't drawn up by an attorney. And then she will go on about my sister. My sister had legitimate claims, especially about that shirt they made. You don't have a right to do that by the law. What they did, you don't have the legal right to do. It's not legal. You can be financially sued for what they did. And she's the one that printed it. As per the little mini pedophile. He literally told her that she printed them. That little old wrestler. They fired. They don't let work there anymore because he's a pedophile. He ratted her out. Then he apologized. Then he started in again even after his apology. He ratted her out. He ratted her out. She was the one who made the shirts. My sister could have sued him off for that. But now they just better none all pray that they don't get mud shots and I don't get a hold of it, because I will have t-shirts. Like I said, I'll get Big Boy. If I ever get one on Big Boy, I'll go wear his at WWE. I'll go to a WWE event with his shirt on my face. So you better just pray he never gets a mug shot. Gambler. The gambler. The gambler cokehead. He better hope I never get a mugshot of him. Because if I do, I'm wearing it to WWE. I might even spring to buy me some of them very high-priced tickets, so I can be up there at the front. I wouldn't be able to afford it. I wouldn't even have a credit card to put that on. The damn things are high, man. I wouldn't even have a credit card to put that on. I'd be tempted to, though. Take out a loan for one of them tickets, man. And they're going to sit right there in front. Hopefully get on TV. Make sure it's a Raw. Boy, that'd be amazing. That's okay. By the way, he did other customers there. I didn't like that. I'm going to be honest. I told his brother. I said, he shouldn't be doing your customers that way. That's your daddy's customers. I told him that. I said, that's your daddy's customers. He shouldn't be doing them like that. A disrespectful piece of trash is what he is. Unraised heathen. Okay. She made 3. How much did she make? I gotta find that bite. Oh, I didn't go on the bike. I went in the car. She was never mine. You know, really, when I saw that, I should have quit going just for that. Because that's the illest respect that you could show people that are buying your tickets. And that's called disrespect. But like I said, he ain't never been raised. You can tell by being around, he ain't been raised. How he treats people. They let him do whatever he wanted to do, and he grew up being a monster. He's a monster. He's a monster. He's a fucking monster. Unraised heathen. Needed that. He needed his hide tore off. Is what he really needed when he was a kid. He needed that hide tore off. He'd had his hide tore off a few times. He might have not turned out the way he was. I did. I told his brother. I said, those are y'all's customers. He shouldn't be doing that. That's probably why he probably, knowing him, he's a little weasel. He probably told him what I said. That's probably why he was so adamant about doing that. Because I did say that. He's a weasel, man. He told everything. Ooh, I bound that car all to pieces. Of course, I have trouble getting in that car. Hell, he blabbled everything Big Butt used to do. He told me all about Big Butt. And his brother, too. About things he had to endure when he was a kid. From that monster. That monster. That monster child. Problem child. Like Cully Culkin. A problem child. That's what he was. He was a fucking problem child. Kinda looks like him in his picture. You see him in them kid pictures, you can see the little psychotic. A little devil. You can tell by looking at him, he's a little devil. Tell by looking at him, he's a little devil. Little devil. That's exactly what he was. Little fucking devil.
Everything I need. I was blinded by your game, I couldn't see. But now I found my crown, I'm standing tall. We stop back for
yes. Yes. I'm going to change your clothes before I get off.
You had your chance, but now I've seen the lights. Queens don't beg for jokers who can't fight.
I may just leave the outfit and change the coat. That's what I'll do. I'll put the purple coat back on. I'll see y'all later. I didn't mean to even go those directions again. I just got to thinking. All the stuff I'm learning about narcissism. And dealing with narcissists. I'm passing the information that I've learned on to others. About what not to watch for. Don't take it. Don't watch for it. If you see it early, go on. I'm going to be careful from now on who I let in.
Hey, holla at me, y'all. Peace.
Oh yeah, we gotta close this game. What time? It's 4 o'clock. I might try to tape a match or two before I go off. So I'll see y'all later before I shut down everything.